Do you recall the moment ChatGPT was unveiled? The entire world was taken aback. A chatbot that could engage in conversations, tell stories, and even translate languages. It felt like something out of a sci-fi flick. But guess what? It was real. ChatGPT was the real McCoy, and it revolutionized everything. It showcased the potential of AI in a mind-boggling manner. But brace yourself, because I've got some incredible news. Apple, the behemoth of the tech realm we all adore, is causing quite a stir with its latest creation that has the whole industry abuzz and quaking in its boots. Prepare to witness a game changer that has even the most established tech players in a state of sheer awe, and let's be honest, a touch of terror. Listen in as we give you the down low on AI. The realm of generative AI is currently the tech area that's causing the most buzz, practically bursting at the seams with mind-blowing technological breakthroughs. Thus far, the frontrunners in this dynamic game have included OpenAI wielding ChatGPT, Google with its impressive creation Bard, and Microsoft's authoritative stance with Bing. These players have been leading the charge in the race to create the ultimate AI chatbot. However, brace yourselves, for there's a new contender in town, poised to storm the scene and potentially leapfrog its predecessors. Introducing none other than Apple GPT. What makes Apple GPT so special that it might outshine all its contenders? Apple has been quiet in the chatbot realm, but behind closed doors, they've been working tirelessly to create a groundbreaking AI chatbot that will undeniably leave its mark. We know that Apple GPT aims to rival the biggest chatbots out there, like ChatGPT. Although the anticipated release is 2024, Apple is known for perfectionism and might take longer to ensure a truly remarkable product. But what exactly makes Apple GPT different from other AI chatbots that are already out there in the market? Apple GPT is going to create ripples in the world of AI and will redefine the very essence of robustness. It'll be powered by a unique framework known as AJAX. This secret weapon has been developed in-house using Google's JAX and runs on Google Cloud. The framework will empower Apple to create large language models and AI chatbots that will elevate machine learning research to new heights. While the specific use cases for AJAX and consumer products are yet unknown, it's expected to enhance existing projects and introduce a new AI chatbot. Apple is exploring ways of integrating its large language models into certain areas of operation, like using it with Apple Care for assisting customers. Now let's dive into the world of generative AI tools and see how Apple GPT stacks up against the competition. We have some really interesting players in the field, like ChatGPT by OpenAI and Bard by Google. And we also already know ChatGPT is like a text-generating wizard that can conjure up content on any topic and chat with users. Bard, on the other hand, is a master of accuracy and creativity, adapting to different styles and tones. These tools have been put in use crafting stories, poems, essays, lyrics, code, summaries, and so much more. But wait, the list is never ending. We can't forget about Bing AI by Microsoft, which has a knack for generating texts that are highly relevant and logical. Then we have Grover by the Allen Institute of AI, which specializes in creating realistic news articles. And who could ignore Control by Salesforce Research, a tool that can generate text with specific control codes? These AI powerhouses have certainly made their mark in the generative AI landscape. So how does Apple GPT measure up against these impressive competitors? Even though Apple remains a work in progress, only a privileged few within Apple have had their hands on this new AI. These selected individuals have revealed something shocking. Apple GPT is not that big of a deal. It doesn't differ significantly from other generative AI tools, but its unique edge and potential are still under wraps. Apple was meticulous in ensuring an elevated user experience before releasing any product. So when Apple GPT finally hits the market, it'll be a formidable competitor. This is so exciting. However, Apple has been relatively mum on its generative AI game, but let's not forget that they've been sneaking AI into its software. Siri, its renowned AI system, helped to start the ball rolling for voice assistants, but critics argue that Siri still has a long way to go. It was in 2018 that Apple snatched up John Giannandrea, the former head of AI and search at Google, to help beef up its AI game. Giannandrea, along with Craig Federighi, Apple's senior vice president to software engineering, are the ones leading the charge in Apple's AI initiative. In a recent interview, Tim Cook, CEO of Apple Inc. since 2011, hinted that AI technology is on Apple's radar, saying that they're keeping tabs on it. Because guess what? Cook knows the power of AI, but at the same time knows its potential pitfalls. He wants to ensure that Apple's AI products are trustworthy, secure, and ethically sound. However, Cook also expressed concerns about AI products during an earnings call, acknowledging that there are several bugs that need to be squashed. Not to mention the $22.61 billion spending that has been used up already for the company's research and development for this year. Looks like Apple is trying to work its way up the ladder of artificial intelligence. Meanwhile, other companies like Meta are joining forces to release various language models like LLMs to startups and researchers. Recently, it announced a partnership with Microsoft's Azure platform to offer LLM Llama 2, in alignment with Microsoft's use of OpenAI's GPT model in its Bing search product. Now let's explore the exciting possibilities of Apple GPT in various domains. First up is education. Picture Apple GPT as a knowledgeable tutor or mentor, providing feedback, guidance, and support to students. It can even generate educational content like summaries, quizzes, and explanations. You name it, Apple GPT might be the brilliant teacher in your pocket. When it comes to entertainment, expect Apple GPT to be your personal storyteller and songwriter. It can weave captivating tales, create beautiful poems, and even pen catchy lyrics. Not only that, but it could also take the role of a game designer, creating intriguing scenarios, unique characters, and engaging dialogues. You'd be thankful for having a creative genius by your side. And when you're sick or in need of some healthcare advice, it'll be your virtual doctor or maybe even your therapist. Say goodbye to those expensive therapists because Apple GPT is your new healthcare specialist. But one thing is for sure, since AI is a latecomer to the chatbot game, it'll undoubtedly face a slew of challenges. Let's dive into some of the hurdles it'll need to conquer. Firstly, it needs to stand toe-to-toe with the champ. The AI chatbot arena is currently ablaze with ChatGPT reigning supreme. Looks like Apple GPT will have to bring a little extra spice to the table if they want to entice users away from the chatbots they've grown accustomed to. It's like trying to steal the spotlight from a seasoned superstar, but trust me, it's not going to be an easy feat. Apple has high standards when it comes to quality. This means that if Apple GPT ever produces lower quality or even potentially harmful content like other chatbots, it's going to be bad for the company's well-maintained reputation. It's important for users to carefully check and evaluate the outputs before utilizing them. Like a discerning connoisseur, it's best to be selective. Secondly, it'll need to guard user privacy like Fort Knox. Privacy concerns surrounding chatbots are a mammoth obstacle for Apple. There are numerous issues that need sorting before Apple can confidently unveil an AI chatbot. It's like navigating a treacherous minefield of privacy risks. Next up is accountability. There's a chance that Apple GPT may generate texts that are unethical, illegal, or unfair. Users may take responsibility and liability for the consequences of using the generated content. It's a bit like being the captain of your own ship. These concerns may throw a wrench into Apple's plans, possibly causing delays in the release of Apple GPT or even leading Apple to scrap the idea of a public GPT altogether. It's like a bumpy road that may force Apple to change its course or put the brakes on completely. Now time for the golden question, worth $1 million or heck, even $1 billion. But the truth be told, nobody has the crystal ball to give a definitive answer. Let me entertain you with 3 thrilling theories about when we might finally get our hands on the Apple GPT release. According to some sources, Apple has plans to drop a significant AI-related announcement in 2024 that could potentially unveil Apple GPT for us eager consumers. Fingers crossed, right? Another theory says that Apple GPT won't be on our doorsteps anytime soon. Rumor has it that there have been some disagreements, during which a 2024 release might be a bit too optimistic. We might have to sit and be patient while Apple perfects their chatbot game. Now brace yourselves for a plot twist. There's a sneaky possibility that Apple GPT might never see the light of day for the general public. You heard that right. Apparently, Apple employees are barred from using rival AI chatbots due to security concerns. So the rumor mill churns with tales that Apple GPT is intended to fill that void within the company. So friends, it seems we'll have to bide our time and wait for Apple's big reveal in 2024. Keep those fingers crossed though and hope for a release that year. The anticipation is real.